Let's find some day trades, swing trades, and option trades. Hello, traders. It is Thursday, June 18th. We are about 3 hours, 3.5 hours into trading right now. We've got kind of a lackluster market, but I'm going to show you how we do things here. We've got the opening price right here on the SPY. You can see market gap down, long tail under body, long tail under body. Long green candle closing on its high, long green candle closing on its high. We have a bullish 1OP cross right here off of this deep trough. We get that bullish cross here telling us this is a buying opportunity. Get long. We bought a lot of stocks on the open. Some of the really popular stocks that have been traded in the chat room have been SHOP, SPOT. I was in that stock. MTCH has been really strong. Roku, I want to show you Roku because that is a buy right here, right now. I'm also going to show you this stock I have here. And Roku, look at that baby go. I am offering, I've already taken $1 profit on it. I'm offering it at 127.74 for the remaining half of the position. Look at that relative strength. Here's what the market did. See how it was selling off in the right hand of the screen here? Look what the stock was doing. Rally, rally, rally. That's the pattern we look for. Option Stalker searches help us find it. Look at these stocks right here. This is all you need. Heavy buying right now. Fantastic search. Spot. Roku, Zia, CRM, all of these. I'm going to click right through these top 5. That's how easy it is. You wait for the market to find support, and looky here, folks, we get this big 1OP cross right up in here. Tells us be careful. I had this upward sloping trend line here on M5. As soon as that was breached, I said you got to be out of your longs. Got to wait for the next dip. Then you can reload. You can try the short side a little bit, but the market seems to have a pretty decent bid to it. That was excellent. We used this indicator to tell us when to be long stocks, when to be short stocks, when to be flat. That's how it works. You see this big drop that we had right here and a cross. That bullish cross didn't happen here or here. It happened right here on the low. Telling you, start lining up your stocks with relative strength. I saw these tails under body on Roku. I started buying and scaling in. Boom. Just like throwing gas on a fire. As soon as the market caught a bid, whoosh, gone. I'll probably hit my second target by the time this video is done. So we'll see. Love Roku. That is my stock of the day. I'm going to show you the daily chart. It's really not participated well in this rally. You can see how it's been kind of up and down. Relative to the tech sector, it hasn't really performed well. I kind of like that about the stock right now because it has not gone parabolic like a lot of other stocks that I'm going to show you. And so I think that sets up well for some out of the money bullish put spreads. We can check that 110 level right now. That's below the 100-day moving average. So let's bring up Roku. Let's bring up, we'll probably have to go out to July 10 to get a decent credit on that because option implied volatilities are starting to contract. So we got to go out a little bit further in time to get the credit we want. Take a look here, sell the 110 put, buy the 109 put. You know that I want a 20-cent credit for that. Currently, the bid ask on that is 8 cents bid, offered at 36 cents. I think 20 cents is easily doable. Probably can get a little bit more than that. We might even be able to just shift this and go out another strike price, which would be okay too. I just click down and drag it. There you can see the 109, 108, which actually puts us below that 100-day moving average. I like that a little bit better because then it can bounce off that 100-day. Even here, you're looking at a 6 cents bid offered at 61 cents. Well, you're not going to get anywhere close to 61 cents for that. 20 cents is about all we can expect for this. This spread's going to expire on July 10th. We can go into the July 2nd. If I can get something done in July 2nd, I would really prefer to do that and to keep it nice and tight. That way I'm able to reevaluate these spreads constantly. Take a look at that 109, 108, see what we got cooking there. I'm going to reset this, clear that out, 109, 108. Here you're looking at 7 cents bid offered at 29 cents. Not quite there, but any little kind of pullback on Roku, you should be able to get that spread done. This is going to be my trade of the day right here. Sell the 109 put in Roku, buy the 108 put, do that for a 20-cent credit. All we need is a tiny little pullback in the stock. We should be able to get that filled. Now we want to see that 200-day moving average hold today. The more days that 200-day moving average stays intact, the better, because that will confirm that technical support level now was resistance. Now it's support. So we don't just have that 200-day moving average that we're going to be leaning on. We also have this 100-day moving average that we're going to be leaning on. And we have horizontal support. 1, 2, 3 tests. So I feel pretty good about this spread right in here. I think that 109, 108 bullish put spread with 2 weeks left to go till expiration. Actually, I think we were looking at the July 2nd expiration. So on that one, we're 2 weeks out. I think that's a really nice spread. In 2 weeks, you can make a 25% return on that and still distance yourself from the action. Option applied volatilities are very high right now. This is a time when you have to be selling premium. You do not want to be buying option premium. You do not want to be a call buyer. You do not want to be a put buyer in this environment. You want to distance yourself from the action. Let the market chop around. Look at this chop. It's all over the place right now. It's up, it's down. When you sell these out of the money bullish put spreads, your probability of success is much higher, especially if you're trading relative strength just like we are right now. You can see we've got momentum on our side. We have major moving averages on our side. We have horizontal support levels on our side. Everything is working in our favor. Plus, we have a decline in option implied volatility. That helps. Plus, we have time decay working in our favor. As far as the overall market right now, I feel that asset managers are in a recovery or bust mentality, so they're willing to put all the chips on the table. Hey, if the recovery doesn't go as planned, no problem. We got the Fed printing money like mad. We got them buying corporate bonds now. We've got Trump talking about a $1 trillion infrastructure spend. We got Congress ready to approve a $1 trillion stimulus plan. We got money coming out all over the place. Helicopter drop everywhere. Asset managers are leaning on that. They're like, hey, you know what? What do I want to be in bonds for right now? Those yields don't even keep pace with inflation. I'm going to generate negative real returns if I buy bonds. So, maybe I'll just invest in the market and let things play out the way that they will, knowing that the Fed is there to backstop everything. That's what's happening in the market right now. Now, we're going to have earnings season in about 2-3 weeks. That typically is bullish for the market. So we can expect to see a nice, strong market bid into earnings, at least through mega cap tech earnings, which incidentally, mega cap tech stocks have benefited to a large degree from the coronavirus. Look at it. Microsoft benefited, Google, Amazon, Netflix. The list goes on and on. Facebook, Twitter, people using more social media, they're at home. All of this played it well for these mega cap tech stocks, and earnings season tends to be front end loaded. So, as they're starting to report, I think that everybody's going to be fairly optimistic. Now, banks really lead off earnings season, and I think the earnings are going to be very strained there. But at least for the next couple of weeks, I see the SPY being able to hold these major support levels. So let's put up that 200-day and 100-day moving average, and you can see where they come into play. Major support at SPY 300, tested 1, 2, 3. It held. Okay, we're giving back some of the gains right there, but overall, very good performance. So you can see how the market's starting to come in, and there was that gap that we had higher. That was the price action on Monday. Big reversal off of that test right there. You can see the upward sloping trend line. Tested that, and now that gap higher on Tuesday is starting to get back some of the gains. We'll probably fill a little bit of it in. I think we go sideways from here. Market is in its summer doldrums. We're in a news vacuum. Economic releases are fairly late for the next few weeks. So we're just going to muddle around. We're going to see if the coronavirus cases increase. Doesn't matter if they do. Trump has said we're not shutting down the economy again. The most effective way to prevent the spread is social distancing and masks. So I think people are going to continue to do that while they go back to work. So the recovery is going to take a little bit longer than expected. Stock valuations are a little bit stretched. So that means that the market has to grow into current valuations. I think we go sideways for a while. What do we care? We're selling out of the money bullish put spreads. As long as these major technical support levels are intact, we're going to take advantage of accelerated time decay, and we're going to focus on tech stocks because tech stocks have been leading the rally. QQQ, look at this, made a new all-time high. Now it's back above that prior resistance level. Everything looks good. So you want to sell out of the money bullish put spreads on tech stocks. That's the bottom line. So let's go through and knock through this list right here. Take a look at what we got. Really easy search. I'm going to stick with the daily chart for right now. Look at this strength. Spot. Beautiful compression. Beautiful breakout yesterday. Look at that follow through today. I was in this stock early and I bagged it. I mean, I was in it and I was in early right in here. I love that relative strength. I ended up scratching the trade. I got in poorly. I told everybody now that I'm out, the stock is probably going to fly. Zoom. It did. Let's keep going down the list. Roku, I've done well with today. Got my order out there to sell the other half of my position. I think it continues to grind higher. You know that's my play of the day. ZS, no stopping this one. It has been on a steady path higher. Really nice price action, great relative strength. Let me put up that 5-minute chart because we want to keep an eye on what the SPY is doing right now. I've got QQQ up here, so let's move to SPY. You'll be able to see the price action there. You can see how it's gradually drifting back higher. Now we are in the first 90-minute range right here. There's the high, there's the low. We're right in the middle of it. This is going to be a lackluster day. Typically, quadruple witching is going to produce 1 or 2 really volatile days. We've already seen it. Monday and Tuesday were crazy volatile. Things are starting to really settle down now. So I don't think we're going to see a lot of fireworks today or tomorrow. That means that if you've got a nice stock, you've got a little bit of a market dip, you can look for that relative strength and get long. So ZS, let's go back into that chart. It's been able to hang on to this price gain right now, but on a daily basis, you'll see, look at that compression, look at that breakout. This stock wants to go. If I were going to try selling out of the money bullish put spread on this, I'd have to go down around that $96 level right there on the notion that 1, 2, 3 tests at that support level hold. But that looks nice. CRM, really like CRM. Folks, this is a beautiful one. Look at this. I did trade it earlier today. I also scratched this one. Look, you can see, actually I lost 50 cents on this one. It's my only loss today. You can see that horizontal breakout right there. You can see how the stock is powering higher. I got in early on this one. Back in here, the market retraced. I waited. I took about a 50-cent loss on this little bounce right in here, and then the stock took off. But I do like it. I think this is a really decent stock to be long, and I love this horizontal breakout right here. So if you were just trading the stock, you would want to play it like this. You'd buy the stock here. You would use that horizontal breakout around the $184 level. That's your stop out. So if the stock is below that, you're out. If it stays above it, you continue to ride it higher. I'd probably take profits around the 192 level because the stock is going to struggle a little bit to get through that all-time high. FSLY, I don't even want to look at that because it's parabolic. I don't know what's driving this stock, but it sure has some good momentum right now. MTCH is one that I traded earlier today. Love it. Breakout to a new high. You've got this horizontal resistance point that it's gotten through. Really, really good strength. So I think MTCH does well. CLDR, you've heard me mention that in the last couple of days. Nice breakout here, continuing to push higher. Look how easy it is to find these stocks. TMUS, T-Mobile doesn't usually make big moves, but you can see this compression and the attempt to break out right here. It's nice. It's got a lot of momentum. You could try and sell an out of the money bullish put spread, leaning on this upward sloping trend line and that breakout right there, probably around the $102 level, maybe even 102.50. That probably should work, but I'd like to come a little bit inside of that if I'm doing a bullish put spread. Stock looks good, doesn't make huge moves. That's how easy it is to find these pins. It's been another one. You can see this horizontal resistance right here. Nice breakout, tails under body, getting through this resistance. Got the 200-day moving average right here that you can lean on. I think you could probably sell a 2050 $20 bullish put spread. Incidentally, last night I released my weekly swing trading video. I had 7 new bullish put spreads in it. Not because I'm that bullish, but because we are selling them out of the money and we want to get decent credits for it. I need to have a market pullback. I need to have a pullback in those stocks in order for us to get filled. I am not chasing stocks. So in the course of the next week, maybe we get filled on 2 or 3 of those spreads. I'm okay with that because I do not want to chase. I want to make sure that the market's choppy and that when we do get into these trades that we're doing it at our price levels. I'm trying to keep these trades inside of a 3-week expiration window because that way I got maximum time decay working in my favor and I can constantly reevaluate market conditions. Right now, selling the July 2nd expiration and the July 10 expiration makes sense to me because we've got a holiday in there. As soon as you throw a holiday into the mix, you can take another 2 days of trading out of the equation. So one holiday day is like taking 3 days out of the market. Take 3 days out of the market usually results in lackluster trading, low volume, not a lot of movement. That bodes well for option premium sellers. So I've given you a lot of stocks to look at, and I do need to mention one that was a dog. I showed you ENPH the other day, and I'm sorry I didn't mention this yesterday because I showed it to you on Tuesday, and I said this could be a very nice bullish put spread, selling the 5250 puts, buying the 50 puts for a 50-cent credit with only 3 days left till expiration. As I looked at that stock, though, I was very hesitant in that video. I said, I don't know what's up with the premiums. They seem very, very rich right here. So it seems like there's some kind of news pending. Something's going on with this stock, and I don't quite know what it is, why these option premiums are so high. So I was a little cautious on it, but I did highlight that trade. Here's what happened to the stock yesterday. It gapped down, and then the bottom fell out. Well, if you see this type of formation and you're through that support level that we were looking at, in this case, once it got through multi-horizontal support right here, once it got below that point right there, you could easily buy back that short leg and let the long put run and exit that and make money on the trade. So that's how I definitely would have played it. That's how people played it in the chat room that had taken that spread. But it turns out they had some kind of accounting irregularities. I don't know if this was a forecasted event or what, but somebody sure knew about it because the option premiums were super, super rich. And you can see how that stock fell apart. Also showed you another bullish put spread yesterday. Might as well take a look at that one. NVAX. Yesterday I showed you selling the $51 put, buying the $50 put, and doing that for a 15-cent credit. We'll go into that 15-minute chart. That has been a nice one. And that trade was definitely entered by people in the chat room yesterday. We had a late day pullback. So that one's in really nice shape with only 1 day left to go. 2.5 days, you're going to make somewhere in the neighborhood of about a 18% return on the margin that you had to put up for that. So you put up 85 cents in margin, you make 15 cents. Really nice trade. So let's see what else we've got cooking here. I'm trying to think of the other stocks yesterday that I highlighted. CRWD has definitely been one that's on the list, and I'm not sure if that's one that I showed you yesterday or not. But in any event, it's done quite well today. I think CRWD also looks good. We're getting a nice breakout here. And you can see how it's been compressing after earnings, inching higher, trying to break out to a new all-time high. You can see how the market is currently grinding higher right here. And let's see what else we've got on the list. I had noticed NIO earlier today. Made a little bit of money on that. That's a pretty cool looking chart. That is a Chinese electric car manufacturer, so they're going to be competing with Tesla. Really pretty good strength in here. See if anything else is coming up that's striking a chord. SHOP has been unreal. WORK, this is bull run search right now. PayPal I showed you yesterday. That's continuing to push higher. Love this breakout here. That looks good. BBY. Trying to get through resistance, no go. I don't like it. Got that 200-day moving average right there. Work is one that I traded earlier today. Like this little compression right here. You can see that it wanted to go higher. It tested that breakout. Now it's starting to move higher. Take a look at that 5-minute chart. You can see stock has lots of strength. Look at that volume right in here too. Woo, I like that. So when you get relative strength, so you got the market pulling back, pulling back, pulling back. Here the stock pulls back also, and then all of a sudden it has this big volume breakout, and you've got the 10P cross. This tells you the coast is clear. Come in, buy that, take your gains, set profits, set targets. That's how we do it. And you just keep knocking through these lists. There are only 3 lists that you really have to focus on. Heavy buying is one of my favorites. Relative strength 30, another favorite, especially when the market is pulling back. These are the stocks that are going to lead the rebound. Bull run. These are stocks that have consistently been grinding higher all day. Try and make it as easy as possible for us to find these trades, because when the market's moving, you can't be fumbling around trying to decide which stocks to trade. That's how we do it. So that's it for today. Make sure that you try and get that Roku spread off. I like Roku for the rest of the day. I like Roku overnight. I love that 200-day moving average breakout. I think that stock's going to do really well for us. Take one more look at it. And there you can see how it's continuing to grind higher, good relative strength. It's a choppy stock. I expect to see some late day selling in it, take a little profit, but I also expect to see it close above that 200-day moving average. If you like this content, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know that I'm doing something right. Make sure to sign up for the YouTube channel, subscribe to it, and turn on your notifications so that you never miss one of these videos, because I'll always have trades like Roku in it, and I'll have lots of education for you as well. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers, and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.